Final matchup for the show. I don't believe it's on our board here, unfortunately, but it's going to be Virginia, Florida State, 8 p.m. Eastern start time in Tallahassee. The Virginia Cavaliers are -9 on the road, totals 59.5. Virginia's on a 3-game winning streak, 4-0 against the spread in their last 4. They beat the North Carolina Tar Heels 44-41 during that stretch, and they also covered a 14-point spread against the Miami Hurricanes. Now, the Cavaliers have also successfully covered the point spread in 2 out of their last 3 road games. The Cavaliers are scoring over 31 points a game and rushing for nearly $1.60 per contest. Now, Virginia's thrown for 19 touchdown passes on the season, and they've rushed it in the end zone a dozen times on the ground as well. Quarterback Brennan Armstrong has accounted for 19 of those scores. Meanwhile, Billy Kemp IV has over 515 yards receiving on the year himself. Now, defensively, this UVA pass rush has been pretty ferocious as they've accumulated nearly 30 sacks on the season thus far. The Cavs have also gotten 8 interceptions and 14 takeaways on the year as well. Safety Brenton Nelson has a pair of interceptions from this secondary, along with a dozen tackles. And linebacker Nick Jackson has 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 85 total tackles on the season himself. Now, they are taking on a struggling Florida State program who's on a 3-game losing streak themselves. 127 total points they gave up during that skid. Really struggling defensively over the past month or so. Now, the Seminoles are just 1-3 against the spread at Doak Campbell Stadium this season, and they've covered just 25% of their ball games for the entire year. Now, the Noles are scoring just 22 points a game and throwing for less than 200 yards per contest. They have just 8 passing touchdowns on the season compared to a dozen interceptions. Now, this FSU O-line has given up 28 sacks, and the Noles' leading receiver, Ontaria Wilson, averages just 41 yards receiving per contest. Now, Florida State's top running back is gaining just 46 yards a game on the ground as well. Meanwhile, defensively, the Noles have been an absolute disaster there as well. Over 36 points a game they're giving up and nearly 200 yards a game on the ground. Now, the Seminoles have gotten to the quarterback just 10 times through 8 ball games, virtually a non-existent pass rush, and they have only 5 interceptions on the season. Now, the Florida State defense has also given up 28 points or more in 6 out of their last 7 ball games. And when it comes to the total on this one, 2 out of Florida State's last 4 ball games stayed under the posted total. They also saw 2 out of their last 4 home games stay under the line as well. Meanwhile, 2 out of Virginia's last 4 contests stayed under the posted total themselves. They're officially 9-1 to the under in their last 10 head-to-head meetings with Florida State. A lot of unders when these teams meet. Give me the Virginia Cavaliers -9 and the under 59.5 in that game. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you guys decide to get a package here today, just keep in mind we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. Most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.